Hey guys, so I just want to come on here and talk about the main highlights of Genesis 39 since the long form video is kind of having issues, so I'll try this. But the first highlight, I want to talk about the fact that Joseph, no matter the circumstance of Joseph, he was always under God's favor, right? I like how it shows how God's favor, God's sovereignty was not limited by the circumstance that Joseph was in. Even in the prison, he was showing favor, right? And I think one of the main reason why that is his attitude, right? Like he was Christ like, right? Like if you look at somebody who is, like they were sold, right? That already is not a good thing, right? So you can imagine if you went into like depression because of that, and then even after he reaches the high responsibility that Pharaoh gave him, he was framed by Pharaoh's wife again and sent to prison. If you look at all of those as disadvantage and kind of went into depression, we see how much that would change the circumstance, because in the last part it literally says that it literally says that he showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the Lord was with him and granted him kindness, right? So we see how if he didn't have the attitude, right? We're gonna see more in Genesis 40, but if he didn't have the attitude of knowing that God was with him, if he didn't have the attitude of not allowing the circumstance to dampen his joy in the Lord, we will see how this would be very different. You also see another great example of fleeing from sexual immorality in verse 10, when he said, when Potiphar's wife was trying to seduce him, and it said that he fled, right? Like he actually fled, he left his coat and fled. And I feel like that's what God is calling us to do for the things that we're being tempted with, because I know a lot of time I try to negotiate with sin. Like literally just a while ago in my mind for like a good minute I was negotiating with temptation, and I feel like anytime we do that we find ourselves falling short, because anytime we negotiate, it's not Satan being persuaded, but it's us. So I just want to leave you guys with that today and just kind of give you, remind you of the fact that God's sovereignty is not limited, right? No matter the circumstance, his favor is not limited from being shown. And walking with faith is the most important thing. Because when you walk with faith, God can more adequately walk with you.